Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Ladies Power Lunch. I am so pleased today to have with me our beautiful, amazing guest, Julia Bernadsky, and she is with Conscious Life Collective, and she also makes just fantastic, fabulous pieces of jewelry. And she is going to be one of our fantastic, amazing speakers that is going to be on our upcoming Fall Summit. I'm really happy to welcome her and pleased that she's here. And I could go on and on about how much I love Julia, but I think it would be appropriate for me to have Julia introduce herself. Julia, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, everybody. Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited about upcoming summit, to be part of it, and to be creating together. Um, I am the founder of Untamed Hearts. I am creator of Messages from the Universe project, and also a co-creator of the Conscious Life Collective community. All of those things are one. And my work is all about shifting energy, helping people to step into a higher vibration, to create from a place where the results you get are going to be expendable and with a bigger impact. So my work is all about consciousness and awareness, and how we do it through objects. With Untamed Hearts, we create beautiful jewelry, but it's not just the aesthetics of it, it's the meaning behind each piece. Each piece is infused with energy, has an intention, and it holds your intention. It becomes your amulet. The amulet in your hand, it becomes your amulet that will hold the energy and bring it forth, the higher vibration of your energy when you need it. Everything that we do is around that. Conscious Life Collective community is all around that, and it's about connecting people and bringing people together and elevating vibration of energy. And did I answer?
I feel like you did a really good job of explaining all the different pieces of all the things that you do. And I've been on your Conscious Life collective show before, and it was just such an uplifting experience. I've been on your Messages from the Universe show, and that was fantastic. Loved that. And I also do have jewelry items that you've made, and that hold that energy for me. So when I introduce Julia to you, this is somebody that I know and that I love. So I'm hoping that you will also know and love her too. I want to talk a little bit about the pandemic and how you've been doing. You know, the topic for our fall summit is Ladies Power Lunch presents Transformation 2020. And 2020 has been a year that has been a little different from years that we've had before, right? And so, what we're hoping to achieve and what we are going to achieve with this event is we're going to look at where some of our obstacles have shown up for us so far in 2020 in our lives, in our relationships, in our businesses. And we're going to see how we can turn these obstacles into opportunity and actually transform our lives, raise our vibrations, and just make everything better. And I was wondering, Julia, in your personal life and in your personal business, how has 2020 and the pandemic and everything kind of been affecting you? What have you been going through?
Yeah. So I was on my way to Georgia to an amazing, like, it was supposed to be the best show. I finally got in. It was a dream to be in that show. It was produced by Art Council of America. I was in the car on the way to that show with all my setup, all my presentation, and I get an email in the middle of the road. The show is canceled due to COVID-19. So that was my beginning. So I turned around, I got home, I brought everything that had to do with my business, I brought it home. And I just sat like this. And I was like, it's the beginning There's so much to learn from here. So I was in this space from the very beginning. What do I need to learn from this experience? 2 days later, I started Messages from the Universe project, because what I needed to receive consciousness and information from a higher place than where I am right now. So Messages from the Universe project came alive 2 days after the lockdown. And I can share with anybody who's interested more about it. You can just DM me. I started to do it for 60 days, every day, pulling the message from the universe. There's a lot of people who were joining me during this time, and it was an amazing experience. It really shifted the energy for me and for many other people. And I think like about a week later, we co-founded with my partner, Mickey, Conscious Life Collective Community. We started to produce events, and the whole point was to elevate vibration of energy for people, because a lot of people were very low. So my whole new world started to be born. Like we were being born with it. So I was working 24/7 basically. It was very different work than I've ever done before. I had to learn a lot of things. So we started to produce shows, like 3 days in a row, conference type of shows where a lot of speakers, a lot of people who created beautiful experiences for others, absolutely free, showed up, shared their gifts, and allowed people to get uplifted, to shift energy. It was from the dancing to meditation to health, like all kinds of conversations unfolded. So that was my transformation, because I would have never done this. I would be busy with art shows and doing other things. So the whole different world opened up for me, and I became just this channel that connects. Like I am at service. I'm serving the community. I'm serving customers. I'm serving people around me. And I'm grateful for that. And I would really love to continue doing that.
Awesome. So I'm really excited that you're going to be one of the presenters on our Ladies Power Lunch Presents Transformation 2020 Fall Summit. I'm absolutely excited about it. And one of the things that's been coming up for me in this time is that I have just sat through too many Zoom meetings, and I have been to Zoom conference after Zoom conference, and it's just been a lot. And I am experiencing Zoom fatigue. And I figure if I'm experiencing Zoom fatigue, it's probably happening with everybody. And so it was kind of a challenge with putting together this fall event because, okay, now I'm putting together this event. It's going to be live on Zoom. How can we make it so that it's not as fatiguing, if you will, for the people who will be choosing this as something that they want to attend? And so we decided that it was going to be all interactive all the time. And so I would love if you could just share a little bit about what you are going to be talking about and how you're going to be presenting your portion of the program.
Yep. So we've decided, and I'm creating, I apologize guys, that's the environmental noise. I'm in New York, so it's loud. We decided to create it, our part, as an experience. So it's more of an interactive experience. You're not being talked to, you're not being listened to people, you are being part of the experience. But that the conversation is all around energy, it's all about managing what's around you, using the tools. We're going to share some tools with you, using the tools that could be at your fingertips in no time, where you can pose, where you can elevate, like step into a higher vibration of your own when you're creating something, when you're just being. So everything we are going to present is about being, not doing, and sharing the tools with you. So we will have a hot seat, we will have a little bit of like a workshop, exercise type of moment when you can write things that you are creating. And I don't want to disclose the whole thing, but it will be like you are next to me and we are interacting. You're not watching, you're participating, you're being part of the experience. So we're going to create experience that again is all about shifting energy, like changing the way we perceive the reality, everything that is happening around us, and consciousness that is creating awareness about other possibilities. And when you are being certain way, you don't need to do anything for your reality to change. What's around us, who shows up in our lives, has everything to do with where we are consciously. The moment we shift that, different people start to show up, different possibilities and opportunities will show up, and you didn't do anything. You are being a certain way where your reality is on a different energetic vibration. So does that make sense? You're on mute.
Perfect sense. It makes perfect sense to me. I I'll give you an example of just how changing your headspace changes everything that's going on around you. So this morning, Julia, I was supposed to be on Zoom and have a summit prep meeting with everyone. And I swear to you, Julia, same Zoom that I'm using right now, couldn't get it to work. Also, this morning, I was flustered coming into the office. I'm pretty sure that the reason I could not get on Zoom was something I was doing incorrectly. I turned my computer completely off after we had the call. I because I ended up doing it from my cell phone. I just focused on patient care, no giving no consideration whatsoever to Zoom. By the time I came back to Zoom to have this conversation with you, Zoom was working perfectly. And I did nothing except just change my mind. Just change my mind and all is well. So I totally get that. And I am looking forward actually with great anticipation to seeing what you guys really come up with, as what you guys really present as your portion of the program on September 21st. Looking forward to that with great anticipation. Julia, any last words? How can people get in touch with you? What's your information?
Yes, so you can always find me on Facebook. Um, the online store for Untamed Hearts with all information in there is untamedhearts.com. Our social media, I would love you to connect with me on Instagram and Facebook at Untamed Hearts Jewelry. And I will drop some information below this in the comments so that you can get direct access to me. If there's anything that I can ever serve you with, I would be honored to do. Can I add one quick thing?
Absolutely.
We did Messages from the Universe reading today with Elizabeth. And we actually dedicated it to this project that we're all working on. So we send all the energy to this project. And I will share that reading separately. But the message we received, I just want you to hear it very quickly. New possibilities will open up and new experiences will be created when you become part of the community that aligns with your values.
Oh my gosh, I just got goosebumps. That is there could not have been a more perfect reading than that. I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to us getting together for the Fall Summit, and I thank you so much for showing up today and just sharing with our community a little bit about what is coming soon for us um, at the workshop, and certainly how to get in touch with you and be a part of the different communities that you have launched as a result of this pandemic that we're now in. Thank you, Julia. And we'll talk again very, very soon, I'm sure. Thanks for
Yeah.
joining us.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.